Hola, assalamu alaikum. I am Monica Morales. I'm the founder and executive director of Outreach in the Barrio. I am a native Houstonian from Southwest. I am a proud Mexican-American Muslim. All praise be to God. I converted to Islam 24 years ago. And although I had went into the folds of Islam, there was something missing inside within my soul. And I didn't know what it was. I was in the insurance business, making six figures, traveling the world, and there was still something empty inside me, to the point that I went to seek a medical professional to try to get medication to cure that voidance. And instead, Dr. Michael Bujardin gave me words of wisdom. Why don't you go help the people with charity? I was like, how can I help others if I can't help myself? And he reminded me that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that smiling in the face of humanity is a form of charity. So I left the office disappointed because I didn't get what I thought I needed. As I'm driving, I'm witnessing children running, having fun, barefooted, and it reminded me of my childhood in the barrio. And I happened to have children clothes with me. I approached the children and I asked them if they wanted some clothes. And at that same time, their parents came down like lioness. And they were like, basically like, what's up? And I told them, oh, I have some clothes for little girls if you want to come and see. They were like, we don't have any money. And I said, no, it's for free. And they were like, wow, okay. They all came with excitement. The children came behind their parents and they all were trying on the clothes. And that excitement and that happiness that I witnessed that day, it was something that was priceless. In that moment, a lady came with her daughter when things were almost gone, and she told me, and she looked at me, she's like, are you gonna come back? And I just looked at her, I said, I'm gonna pray to God that I come back. And I realized that in that moment that Dr. Michael gave me the best prescription that my soul needed. I felt that it was my duty, it was my responsibility, that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given me the ability to connect with people that had resources, and I had the people to give it to, it was my duty to deliver.
I was actually about to be homeless myself, and Sister Noor called me and she said, oh, can you get some food to some people in downtown that are homeless? And I had a few dollars left in my bank account, and I went and bought like 2 meals from Whataburger. And I showed up, but there was like 9 people. So now I'm thinking I'm doing a great job by bringing these 2 meals with most of the budget I had at the moment. And like I went from a smile to a frown to I realized that with my resources, there's no impact I could make in the situation. When Sister Noor proposed, like a week or 2 after that we go and do this new model of distribution where we get food from restaurants that they would otherwise throw away, but it's food that is health grade and clean and prepared well and contained well and distributed. And now we can feed 300 people. That was really inspiring for me because with our limited resources, we were able to feed so many people. And that process of serving really was an exit for me from the situation I was in, where I was able to not only start Outreach in the Barrio, but about 6 months later, I started my own business, and my life has changed since then.
In 2016, I was going back to the community where I grew up, and I realized that the Islamic community had not reached our barrios yet. It was a very difficult time for our Latino communities.
We had a hurricane that hit Houston, and people, like homes, whole neighborhoods were destroyed. The city of Houston is resilient. We get together. It's like this, instead of this time of feeling down, it's more of a time of hope. While there's rubble and trash all over the streets. At the same time, we had a Muslim ban. And we had propaganda that all the Mexicans and Latinos were somehow dangerous, bad hombres. So we were countering all these narratives with our service to our communities. We are the Muslim bad hombres coming in with some food to feed the homeless.
As a Muslim, I think that it's very important for us to stay relevant within our society. I feel like it's very important to be able to be true ambassadors of Islam. So us showing up, having a place where we can help again people at a larger scale. Say people, all they know is about Muslims is what they hear on the news, which a lot of times is not too positive. I feel that it's very important for us as Muslims to be able to not only help each other as Muslims, but help everyone, our neighbors. And a lot of times people look at the surface or the results of how someone is, but they don't know what they had to go through in life. They don't know what traumas they've gone through in life.
My name is Michael Francois. They call me Jamaica on the street. After Harvey, I was left with nothing. It brought me homeless. The outreach started coming to me and helping me out. They actually gave me a little more hope, and whenever I didn't have food in my stomach, they made sure I had food in my stomach. They gave me stuff that I needed, not wanted, but what I needed. And then, a few years later, I had to push myself to move where I'm at now, and I've been there 8 years. And by me being where I'm at now, they was my backbone. It was one of my backbones. They've been right there with me. And I was right there with them. And now I'm part of the team now. I do the same thing they was doing with me. I go out rather, rain, sleet, or snow. I go out there and I feed the homeless now. I'm proud of it because what they was doing for me, now I can do it for somebody else with them. When I asked for help from one, all of them pitched in. It was out of their pockets. It wasn't out of no trust fund or no fund. They come out of their pocket and help me out.
En octubre del 2016, mi esposo había tenido un accidente y le tuvieron que cortar una pierna. Entonces yo estaba como muy, triste, preocupada, desesperada. Yo estaba toda atrapada que no sabía qué hacer para pagar mi bill de luz. Y le hablé a ella. Y no estoy hablando de cantidades. Solo estoy diciendo que igual de agradecida con la organización y con ella, primeramente con Dios, me solucionó eso. Y que no me importa si hubiera sido $1, o sea, el agradecimiento es el mismo. Y que yo quisiera que Dios quiera que siga creciendo esa organización para que puedan seguir ayudando a más gente.
Before I went into action, I did my due diligence, I did my research, I took my classes with the city of Houston to see what is the city ordinance. I did all the steps that I felt that I needed to do. One of the things I didn't do is listen to the people because everybody was telling me that I could not feed the homeless, that I would get in trouble. There was some Muslim organizations that were serving the people like on a standstill operation at a soup kitchen or if it was at the library. Not everyone has the capacity to be able to walk across downtown to go to soup kitchen. There were people that were wheelchair bound, and there's people who have mental health, or there's people who have all their belongings in one place and they can't just leave their stuff because they'll be taken. And I realized that we had to go to where the people were at. I decided that we're gonna do a mobile outreach, that we're gonna go to where the people are laid out and provide them the food where they're at. I developed programs based on the need of the people in that time.
Our primary point or focus at Outreach in the Barrio is fulfilling and funding our programs. The Sunday distribution to feed the homeless on a weekly basis. About 8-9 years strong, we've been doing that consistently. We have Sermon in the Streets, which is a monthly sermon, khutbah, that we do.
One of the things that we do know is that it's very important for us to have community, to feel a sense of belonging. And we would try our best to take the people to the masjids, and because of their conditions, we had a lot of challenges. We realized that we're gonna welcome a khatib and bring them to the streets, bring the right khatib that can deliver a message of hope to humanity. And that way everyone has the ability to come and congregate.
We do it in the streets so that it's all inclusive, truly inclusive. Anybody can come. We have Beauty Under Bridges. Beauty Under Bridges is there to provide care packages that have women with hygiene products and other products that women may need during the winter, during the summer, Beauty Under Bridges is spreading the seeds of hope through the community. We have Cuts for Dignity, where people can get a do-over, get a fresh cut in the street, even if you're homeless and you might be going to interview or you just want to feel better. We have the youth program where we go into the masajid, we go into different communities, and we set up a environment where the youth can get involved in putting together care packages, but also coming out to the street to distribute them.
Outreach in the Barrio was more than just delivering meals, but I wanted to bring a message of hope. And that meant I wanted to acknowledge the person. I wanted to know what that person's name is. What is their story? Let them feel loved and seen and valued. It was more of the human connection that I wanted to keep to be able to build trust amongst us.
This work is only sustained by your contributions, your donations. This is a grassroots organization. There's so much blessings on the work that we've done. Why we're here is because the community has always reached in their pockets and donated to the programs. We don't have no rich founders. The honest truth that there's been a lot of barakah. Sometimes I don't know how we have made it this far, this consistently. Of course, now we're really counting on you to help us to fund our programs, because some of the programs have stopped because we don't have funding.
We have created a platform where members can log in a sustainable amount for their budget. You can set up your membership with us and rest assured that your funds will be going back to the people that are underserved and marginalized. And we also invite you to come and see where your money is coming at. Come every Sunday and join us in our programs to be able to witness the impact that the money that you provide for us does for the people. You can find our information at www.outreachinthebarrio.org, or you can visit us on social media on Instagram and Facebook, and also see if you can sign us up in your corporate sponsorship portals where they can nominate us to be able to get grants, because there's a lot of things out there. So keep us in mind, pray for us, log into your membership, and be part of this movement. Be part of this movement of consistency, compassion, and community.
Oh, you want to say something, darling?
Monica's so nice, and thank you for all of these people coming out here.
Oh, you're such a sweetheart. God bless you. It's a blessing to be here with you guys every week. If it was for us, we'd be here every day with you guys, you know, sharing the love and everything we can with you guys, you know? We love you, brother. We love you, and we're happy to be here with you.